everybody. So I want to know who here is a busy parent. Or maybe you are not a busy parent, you're just a really busy person. You have a full-time job, you have outside obligations. And for me, I am a busy mother of 3, and food and prepping food is just a huge part of my every single day. My kids want breakfast, they want lunch, they want dinner, and of course, so does my husband. So for me, making sure that I have some staple items in my refrigerator every single week makes this so much easier. All right, so in today's video, I am going to be giving you 5 different ideas of food that you can prep and have in your refrigerator, whether it's for a really quick snack. If my family does the carnivore diet, my kids are ketovore. If you don't know what keto diet, I allow my kids to have 1 to 2 pieces of fruit a day with a small cup or bowl of low sugar yogurt. So that's the part that's not carnivore that they eat per day. And then we don't eat any processed food. So with that, it's really important that we have things in our refrigerator when we are feeling a bit snacky, or if it's just a go kind of day, we can just grab stuff and it is super convenient. So I'm going to be making 5 different items today that we have in our refrigerator pretty much every single week that just makes life really convenient. And I'll just really quick tell you what those are, and then I'm going to flip the camera around and you're gonna see how I'm making all of these items. So first, we have our sausage cream cheese meatballs. These things are amazing. This particular food item is great if you are going to a party, and they go great in a crock pot. You bake them, put them in a crock pot, and you can take them with you. They are a huge crowd favorite, and then you always know that you have something that you can eat at a party. So this is that's a really good one, and they're quick to microwave, throw in your mouth, whatever. They're awesome. The next one is just sausage patties. We eat this all the time at home. And then we have bacon. I bake my bacon in the oven, so then I can do multiple food prep things at the same time. Of course, you have your hard-boiled eggs, and then lastly, burger patties. Now, I don't buy frozen burger patties. I make my own burger patties with ground beef and my own seasoning, and then I just keep them in the refrigerator, and then we cook them on a cast iron skillet as we want them. So here we go. I hope you like the video, you guys, and you find this helpful.
So I have a 2-pound log of Jimmy Dean's sausage, and I'm going to be using 4 pounds today, but right now I'm going to take this 2-pound log and I'm going to just slice it off in the thickness that my family enjoys, and I'm going to be putting it right on this cast iron skillet. Don't make it too hot, because it's going to burn the outside and leave the center of the sausage raw, and you definitely do not want that. Low and slow is, I feel, the best way to go. Next up, we are going to be getting our hard-boiled eggs going while the sausage is cooking. I don't know about you, but the kids tend to leave the open shells in the container, and then we have to get more. A little trick is I like to put baking soda in my pot before the water is hot. This really helps with peeling the shells off and not actually taking the entire outer layer of the egg with you. It's worked for us. So we are going to be doing, I think, about 8 eggs, and we are going to be getting those hard-boiled eggs going. Now that we have our sausage going, we have our eggs going, I am now going to get some bacon going. What I like about baking my bacon, I do it at 400 degrees. I put it in for 20 minutes. and then I check it to see if it is the doneness of my choice. I have some children that like it really, really crispy, and then I have others that like it pretty soft. So I was trying to accommodate everyone, but it doesn't always happen. So what I do really like about baking my bacon is it's not splattering all over my kitchen. It's just dripping down into the pan. And then also I can continue to keep working on other things in my kitchen, and I can step away from that bacon because it is in the oven. So again, I preheat the oven to 400 and I put it in for 20 minutes. I check on it, and then I will do it for 5-minute increments after that until it is to the doneness of my choice. So this particular batch is done. I'm going to put it in a glass container. Please do not put hot food in a plastic container. The estrogen and the chemicals that are in plastic containers leach into your food. So only put cool, cold food in a plastic container. And then we just continue to go on and make another batch until that entire log is done. And it looks like the hard-boiled eggs are pretty much getting to the end. So next up, what I will be doing is prepping the meat for the sausage cream cheese meatballs. So I have another 2-pound log of Jimmy Dean's regular sausage, pork sausage. I'm going to put it in the bowl, add a brick of cream cheese, softened, make sure it's softened. You can put it in the microwave for 15 seconds to make it really nice and soft without melting it. And then you can use any additional cheese, or you can omit the cheese. It's totally fine. I just have a brick of Colby Jack. You could use cheddar, you could use Munster, you can honestly use whatever you like. And I'm just going to grate, like a really thick, heavy grate to this meat, and then we'll be mixing it together. From here, I'm going to use my hand mixer. You could certainly use like a KitchenAid big mixer to really incorporate these ingredients together. I personally don't like to use my hands in mixing pork sausage because it's incredibly fatty and it makes too much of a mess. I'm happy to roll them into, the meatballs, but I really don't like to squish it. I really feel that an electric mixer does a really great job in incorporating the meat and the cream cheese and the shredded cheese. All right, so now I have parchment paper on a sheet pan. I prefer to always use parchment paper over aluminum foil. It's just totally nonstick. It's so much cheaper, and I do absolutely everything on parchment paper. I basically never ever use aluminum foil anymore. So again, you do you, but I am taking a large kitchen spoon and portioning out these meatballs. They are probably, I would say, a small to medium size, very similar to the size that you would probably purchase in the grocery store. And I'm just gonna roll these in my hand. They're very easy to do, and we will have a tray of meatballs. I was able to fit 24 meatballs on this tray. I did have some extra meatballs, and so I just have another sheet here, and I will just finish it up, and I'll end up baking them in 2 batches. With these meatballs, you will set the oven for 350 degrees and you bake them for 30 minutes, and they will be golden brown on the top. And again, they are awesome after they're baked, thrown in a crock pot and taken to any gathering. Okay, so we are going to be checking on this bacon that has been in the oven for about 20 minutes. And some of my kids like really crispy bacon, others do not. So I'm trying to accommodate. I don't do this all the time, but I'm pulling off the crispier bacon and then throwing back in half of this tray so I'm taking off some softer pieces, I guess, that look pretty good to being done. And then I'm going to throw this back in to crisp them up for the other children that do prefer crispier bacon. All right, so I have some crispier bacon on the plate. I have some softer bacon, and then we're just going to continue on baking this bacon. This is 2 pounds of bacon that I am making in a very, very thick cut. Our favorite brand at Sam's Club is the Wright brand, WRIGHT. It's really affordable. In comparison to what food prices are now, it ends up being about $5 a pound for bacon, and we really love it. Now I'm going to be starting the burger patties. This is a 2-pound tube of ground beef. We do get our ground beef locally here from a farmer. We go in with another family and do a half a cow with our deep freeze in the back. I am trying this new smoked bacon sea salt. It was gifted to me and it smells absolutely amazing. I will try to link this sea salt in the description if I can find it. But usually I put bacon pieces in my meat every time we do burgers, but instead of using up the bacon that I'm currently cooking, I just thought I would add this sea salt since it has a bacon smoke on it. And now I'm adding garlic powder and I'm adding onion powder, all from Sam's Club. And of course, we do like our cheese. I am going to take that same block of cheese and do a heavy grate in there. I'm gonna get in there with my hands, mix it all together. It's my preferred way to get our burgers done. But also don't forget to add an egg. I forgot to add an egg, so this really binds together. So Mia, my 6-year-old, is going to crack an egg for me in there while I'm mixing, so this binds together really well. So I really do like to make thick patties, thick burger patties. I usually use the palm of my hand as my measurement. And so even though this is 2 pounds of meat, I'm going to get I believe we get 5 or 6 burger patties out of this. All right, and lastly, we are putting those meatballs into the oven, 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Now that I'm no longer doing any bacon, and they are absolutely beautiful.
All right, so I really hope you found value in this video, and I want to know what you are prepping in your refrigerators that is carnivore based, unprocessed, ketovore based, whatever, that is making your life really convenient. If you guys have any questions about the recipes, I will do my very best to put it all in the description below, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.